Hi, today I am going to be using this, which is called Happy Go Plucky, and it is old. I can't remember if it's 2018 or 2019. Um, and then because my braid was actually not as hard as I was thinking it would be, and it turned out beautiful, I'm going to do another braid. And I'm using this, which I think is, I can't remember what this one's called. This one was from the December sub box. Oh goodness, it won't focus. That's a bummer. Okay, well anyway, it's really, really pretty. And then this one is Seattle Royale. This one is Trick or Treat Yourself and Eat Till You Drop. So I have those right here because I don't want them to dry out. And then I already cut, so I take a template that I kept and I turn it around to cut when I want this to be at the bottom of my nail because I prefer that to be at the bottom of my nail. So I already did that for my pinkies. And maybe I can get it off. And these feel, I just put this on not too long ago. Or I just opened it not too long ago. To send the pinkies to somebody. Because the pinkies have a like dot pattern on them. And I didn't really, wow, I didn't put that on very well, guys. They have a dot pattern on them and I don't really care for the dots. I know some people love that though. Male friend Stacy loves that, so I sent them to her. And I have this edge cleanup because I didn't put that on as well as I could have. So this is Monday before Thanksgiving for me. How is everybody planning their Thanksgiving manis? What did you wear? Normally I make stuffing in the turkey and I do the turkey, but I don't like doing the turkey by myself. And my husband, who is raised vegan, is pretty grossed out about the idea of helping me with the turkey. So I'm skipping that this year, but I still wanted the stuffing. So what I'm gonna try is taking some turkey sausage and making the stuffing like I normally would, minus the liver and the heart because I couldn't find just the liver and the heart. But I'm hoping that the, oh, it looks like there's a little wrinkle, but maybe that's just in my head. I did put the strengthener and Stitch V, the blue one, so that I could get this glassy, very smooth nail. And it is very smooth because this is a metallic and the metallics are non-forgiving. You really see everything that is under them on your nail. There's just, yeah, they're not like glitters where glitters cover up all of the little imperfections. Oh, when I was cutting this out, can you see? It's probably too close. There's like a little indent right there. You probably can't see it. I can't see it on the computer. There, maybe now you can see it. Because when I put my thing down, I pushed with my thumbnail right there too hard. So make sure you're not, if you do this, you're not pushing with your thumbnail. I'm hoping that with my top coat that will disappear. but we will see. I do my nails for myself. I look at them, I find them gorgeous. It brings me joy to look at my pretty nails. So I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably feel the same way. So I like to turn it the way that it's going to be for me, not for other people. Although I guess if I'm holding it like this, it's the right direction for other people too. But I don't hold up my nails like this and look at my nails. I do this whenever I look at my nails. So that's why they might be upside down to you. Or to whoever created this set and decided to put the pumpkin at the tip, at the top of the nail. I don't know why that didn't slide down as well. I think my fan is on in my house. And I think it might be chilly in here, although I'm not cold. I think Google told me it was like 68 or something. And this is warm, but it's not like hot. Okay, so obviously I didn't cut it as well as I could have. It's not. Perfectly rounded. Somebody said when you put it on, like kind of stretch it or pull it tight to help with wrinkling. Oh, wow. So, and I do have that base, and I waited like almost an hour before I put it on so I could reposition if I needed to. This is not good. I don't know why that is not working for me, guys. Oh, goodness. I don't understand why it's not sticking to my nail. I removed my cuticles and everything. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do this. I take this and I line it up where I want it. Make sure I have a tiny bit of overhang right here. Okay, and then I hold it there so that I can find my cuticle right here. And I put like a tiny perforation right there. Or not a perforation, but like a mark, right? So it's gonna get cut off anyway. And I should have really filed this because that's gonna drive me nuts. And these do feel a tiny bit dry for some reason. And usually when they're sealed in this type of thing, it doesn't do that. It doesn't dry out. But I did not put it in my freezer because I thought it was safe like that. So it will be going in my freezer now because I won't wear the other half until next year probably. But yeah, that's a lot of weird stuff around the thing, around my nail bed. Okay, so I line it up. I take this that I saved and I line it up right here. And it's a bit tricky because so like that. And that's what I'm gonna trim off. So I just follow that and be careful not to poke your nail into it. So you can see where I poked my nail into it. Okay, so I'm gonna warm this up a little bit and see if that helps application. Somebody said that they were doing this to warm up the strip and it made the strip bigger. Like they could see it stretching over the white back that we take off. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And I have to have some overhang, right? Because my nail shape is, gosh, wow, this, my nail shape is kind of square at the bottom, see? So it's gonna not be at the very bottom if I want it on the sides, which I do want it on the sides. Now I got my cute little pumpkins. Aren't they cute? Okay, and then I'm gonna put this back here because that's where it goes. So that I have it for later. Let's see, where's this thing? Yeah, I think they might have gotten cold. Okay. I'm really bad about putting my garbage in my garbage can. Do you guys use a garbage can? This is for weeding or tweeting or oh, that went underneath my nail. That hurt. This poor baby. I went to open my door and I slammed my thumb into my doorknob instead of grabbing it. I don't know how I managed to do that. And that's like the fourth nail that I have shattered or like broken off a chunk, and it broke like this way. And I had just done my nails like the day before. So I was like, dang it. So I just chopped it off. This is gorgeous. I want more like this or an overlay like this. It's stunning. It's perfect. It's exactly what I want for fall. Are you listening, Fall Park? You could just release a whole set like this. Maybe even on a black background. That would be awesome. Probably unrealistic, but awesome. Okay, so I always go like this and measure to make sure that it's going to be long enough. And this nail is shorter, see? So I could even go a little bit further over. And I'm not turning this one down because I know it's supposed to be falling leaves, but I like all that color at the tip. So, and then I trim off this weird little whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but it's weird. Do you guys use this strip as is against your cuticle line? I should have grabbed the next strip up for this finger, but oh well. I'm hoping it will stretch just enough without destroying my design. Yay! Oh, except there's a wrinkle right there. And I can't decide if I want to put like Clear's Day on top of this or if I want to put the other half of this, because it has like this gorgeous glitter color shifting, sort of a bronzy color. Then I also have this one, but this one I got as a partial, and she didn't seal her partials until she sent them to me, so it could be completely dried out. I mean, it does bend, but I don't like dealing with almost dried out. So if it is, I will just, I bought it because it was like 50 cents. So and if you guys are ever wondering where to find partials, just type in Color Street partials on Facebook and you'll find it. You'll find lots of groups. There are several. And I am not a stylist, guys. So I can say whatever I want about Color Street or off brands, and nobody can say boo to me. Because I know technically you're not supposed to sell partials and you're not supposed to whatever, but these are people like me that they had a set, they didn't want the rest of it because either they didn't like it or they just figured they wouldn't wear it again, and so they sold it. And some partials are like $4 or $5 for like a half set, but sometimes people will throw up the rest of the set that they don't want for $1, $2, you know, whatever. There's one lady, she sells her partials for like $1 or 2 for, what was it? $2. I think it was $2 or 2 for $3. I think. Can't get that quite up to my cuticle. That's annoying. Okay. But yeah, that went on better. These ones did. And I think it's because I warmed them up first. So we're going to make an apple pie. I have a dairy allergy, so we make the crust the way you would with butter, but we just add coconut oil. And the first time we did that, it says, place in the refrigerator to chill. You don't do that with coconut oil. Butter is still pliable when you do that, but coconut oil becomes like a rock. It was so hard. My husband couldn't hardly, he got a workout that day trying to get it to flatten out and go back. It was ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna pause you guys so I can go fix this with some fingernail polish remover or some heat, and then I will come back after I've cut my strips for my braid. And I'm gonna be smart and do my thumb last this time. Okay, I thought I would show you guys really quick because this is not getting fixed with heat. What I do with, and you don't want to use Color Street or it will just melt your polish right off. So this is a bigger brush than I like to use, so I'm just going to barely tip it in. The brush that I usually use is smaller, and it has disappeared. So you see how I just went right around the edge, right like that. Sometimes it'll run down and you don't have to, but I'm putting on very little because I don't want it to dissipate or dissolve my polish. This is a very thin set. The gold and the other metallics are very thin. This side isn't as bad. Except for right there, apparently. Okay, then I take and I come over here and just gently push it down. Be careful with how hard you push. You kind of have to experiment because if you push too hard, sometimes it will just, and then you have a mess at your cuticle. I'm using Mineral Fusion because that's the other one that I have. I don't know, the Walmart Q-Tex brand would probably work just fine. But I pushed too hard when I was, after I did my heat to try and get it to lay down, and you can see I have a little bit of cracking at the top where I've pushed too hard. I also feel like this makes it less likely to come off at my cuticle or separate later. Because I feel like sometimes I have that happening. Okay. Try not to all over my table. Can you see how much better that looks? I don't know if it's not really focusing. And it helped with this pinky too. Right there, it had bubbling, or not bubbling, now I have this on my fingers. So I'm gonna put this one on this one. And I'm gonna try to really warm it up first. I put that there. I don't do it like this because it sticks to your finger. I don't think this is warm anywhere now. It's not. What about this side? I might stick that under there. I don't think that it's very warm though. I do feel like they kind of dry out a lot. Yeah. Sorry. That's my alarm to go do something. Obviously, right? I have to go somewhere. And it's not something that I can be late to for various reasons, a couple more than one. So do you see how you can see that right there through that color? I don't really like that. I mean, I figured that would happen. So I always feel like these are super thick and hard to get on. And I put 2 coats of top coat when I did my top coat because I felt like it was very, this is a lot of texture right here for me. So if you don't put a top coat, if that's not something you do over your color straight, shame on you, first of all. But second of all, you might want to get a top coat if you're going to do a braid because it helps with the texture. It doesn't have to be a plumpy top coat, I don't think. It just needs to be a top coat. My favorite is Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. It puts an incredible shine on and it dries fast. But if I put it on right now, it will shrink my strips. So I wait. I won't wait for my braid, but I will wait for the rest of my nails, and I'll do it in like 6 hours or so. And I will put fingernail polish remover on this, and I will put it on the whole thing because I feel like that makes it very cohesive. I just painted on the whole thing like I did, like I showed you guys. Gosh, that's really gorgeous. I don't know if it matches as well as I was hoping, but that's okay. It will be fine. I think brown would have matched a lot better. I should have done Spice of Life or Brownie Points. That would have matched better. Or this green right here. But the color that I think would match that green the best is called Time to Go or something. Thyme. It came out in the spring, I think. I didn't care for it and I gave it away. Okay, where's the other one? Did I lose it? Try not to freak out here. Did I drop it on the floor? Oh, I put it under here. All right, guys. I need to put this back. Because you know that took apparently like 30 minutes to do, right? I think I got it over quite far enough. See how I don't feel like it lays down very well. I feel like it's kind of dry. Apparently that was bigger than I thought it was. Or I just really didn't put it over far enough. don't know if it matches what I put on super well, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it like that because it was a lot of work. And it's very pretty. And I trimmed that a little too short, which was really annoying to me. This one was almost too short. That feels very dry. And yeah. I mean, I probably could just put top coat on it and it might be fine. But I had lifting right here last time on the edge because it's so thick. It's like 3 thick, right? By the time you're done layering, it's like about 3. Okay. I am going to put this on like this instead of turning it around because when I look at my thumbs, they're usually like this, right? And if I look at my fingers like this, I'm not looking at my thumb. So I thought about it, and it might drive me nuts later, but I'm hoping not. Good. Oh, and this other thumb is like super short, so yeah, that should be fine. Again, this feels a little dry to me. I'm not sure why. Like, it feels stiff. And the first one that I put on didn't feel stiff. So I'm not sure why it's like that. Come on. I think it needs like a lot of heat. So this one is big enough that I usually have overlap on my thumbs. Yeah, I definitely think that helped. I should have had my flex bag reheated up. Oh well. I'll fix it. So what's your favorite turkey of all the Thanksgiving sets that Color Street has done? This is my favorite one. It's very intricate. I said this in my last video, but I really feel like they dumb down the turkey more every year. Because they've come out with 3 turkey sets, I think. And I feel like every year it looks more dumbed down or more simple. This has a line in it that drives me nuts, but it's an older set, and I would think that would be kind of expected with those older sets. I feel like they have no excuse now. See, you can see a line right there. Okay, let's see how horrible this perforation is. Sometimes when they're a little bit more dry like this, the perforation comes off really well. Nope. Do you see that? Can you see it? It's stuck to my finger. See the perforation underneath his little body? I wonder if I could push it back. Probably not. Sometimes I just cut around the back right here. Now he's kind of crooked. My thumbs are not straight though, so it's probably fine. And this thumb is smaller than my other thumb. Not shorter, just smaller. Oh. So I'm kind of stretching. Not stretching it so much that it actually stretches, but just pulling it really tight. This is where the cuticle nippers are so nice. It took me a long time to actually buy them. I was like, no, I can just use my thumb. Guess what, guys? The cuticle nippers make my life so much easier when I'm applying Color Street or anything. And they're nice to have for your actual cuticle, believe it or not. I have a bump there. Probably because something grows right there, like my nail, but it's not part of my nail, but it's hard like my nail. I don't know what that is. That makes me happy that it's so smooth and there's no wrinkles. And I don't have time to put anything else on because I have to leave right now. So I'm gonna leave all this here. And I will do a final picture at the end of the video.